I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
It's time to gather around the tree, pour some eggnog, and dispense with the holiday cheer, cause Christmas time is here once again. And though some people like to celebrate by spending time with their families and singing carols, I celebrate by watching the usual slate of holiday classics. Christmas Vacation, Elf, A Charlie Brown Christmas, Spend Christmas in My Ass, you know, the usual. But I also have to watch a not-so-classic holiday flick for the sake of this show. And this year, I'm talking about a movie about the man without whom Christmas wouldn't be possible, other than Jesus, Santa Claus. No, I'm not talking about the Santa Claus who conquers the Martians or fights the devil. I'm talking about Santa Claus the movie, the infamous 1985 flop from Superman producers Alexander and Ilya Salkind, who needed a new hit after that franchise suffered the failures of Superman 3 and Supergirl. So they made a movie about another American icon who flies in the air wearing a red costume, but one that ended up far less successful than Superman, losing millions at the box office and declared by critics as one of the worst Christmas movies ever made. But hey, in the spirit of the holidays, I'm gonna decide for myself, because Santa Claus makes for a far more entertaining movie than Jesus does. I saw the kinds of movies they make about Jesus, and let me tell you, not all that fun. Not a lot of laughs to be had there. So in the same way the Salkinds began Superman with our main hero's origin story, they do the same here with Santa Claus, whom we see in the 14th century back when he was just called Claus, a simple woodcutter who gives his carvings away to the children of his small village. As played by the Big Lebowski. Haha! I knew he was faking that wheelchair shit! Get him, Walter!
Come on, man, help me put him back in his chair.
One night, Claus and his wife Anya get caught in a massive snowstorm, but are saved from death by the arrival of the Vendigums, a race of elves who believe Claus is destined to help them deliver their toys to children all over the world.
But how could I deliver all these toys? I won't live long enough for that.
Both of you will live forever.
So, you want me and my wife to live in one house with a bunch of dudes for eternity doing nothing but making and giving toys?
Yep.
Oh, sounds good to me! And according to Pai Mei from Kill Bill, I mean the ancient elf played by Burgess Meredith, time moves with Santa Claus, allowing him to deliver all his toys in one night. And so this system works out for a good 6 centuries or so, until Santa declares his workload has left him exhausted and needs an assistant, which he finds in Patch, an elf played by Dudley Moore, whose ideas for toy production help get the toys made in record time. But the work goes too fast, and the toys turn out defective and get returned to Santa's workshop, namely because no kid wants a fucking wooden bike for Christmas. This is the 80s, Kringle. Give him some He-Man or Transformers, you holly jolly fuck. Ashamed by his failure, Patch resigns as assistant and moves out into the real world, where he decides to instead help out crooked toy manufacturer BZ, played by John Lithgow. So Patch creates a lollipop, which gives those who eat it the ability to fly. And can you tell the goddamn story has fallen completely off the rails? Literally, the first hour of this movie has been about Santa's origin story in the North Pole. And though it's certainly slow at points, it's an admirable effort to give Santa some backstory, and shows off the absolutely beautiful set decoration. But then the second hour, set in modern-day New York City, concerns this whole new story about Santa hanging out with some orphan kids, and lollipops that make you fly, and candy canes that explode, and John Lithgow deciding to make a second Christmas.
Christmas 2!
Electric Boogaloo.
I mean, what the hell just happened here? But as jarring as this complete shift in plot is, it still manages to imbue you with some Christmas cheer, thanks to some inspired moments and some solid performances. David Huddleston fits the role of Santa Claus to a T. He's cheerful and good-natured, and is totally sincere about spreading joy to the world's children. But even he can't stand up to the scene-chewing delights of John Lithgow, whose villainous toymaker allows Lithgow to play to his over-the-top strengths. All this character is missing is a room full of money he swims in like Scrooge McDuck.
What would it cost?
Well, nothing. We're going to give them away free.
What, is that John Lithgow getting mad or getting choked by Darth Vader?
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
So between the egregious product placement and the confused mess of a script, Santa Claus the movie is totally the disaster everyone says it is. But thanks to the fantastic sets, an enjoyably ridiculous plot, and entertaining performances, it's most certainly a beautiful disaster that will give you the awfully good fix you need this holiday season, at least after you're done watching Jiggle All the Way.
Chocolate chip. They're my favorite.
Put that cookie down! Now!
Instead of giving Santa milk and cookies, how about this year you lay out some Budweiser and beer nuts so he can play the awfully good drinking game. Take a shot or drink every time Dudley Moore gets off another elf pun.
Don't be elf-conscious.
He just needs a little elf control.
You know the old saying, heaven helps those who help their elf.
You know what, Dudley? I know you're a comedy legend and everything, but go fuck yours, elf. Santa spurs on his reindeer by saying, yo.
Yo!
Yo.
Rattlers!
Dudley Moore's Patchmobile makes Atari noises. Seriously, all this money spent on these sets, and you couldn't even afford some fucking Nintendo sounds? And take a double shot when John Lithgow flies into space. You know, some say on a clear night, you could look up into the sky and still see John Lithgow floating amidst the cosmos, followed by that bear Lou Ferrigno threw in Hercules, and together they fight crime throughout the galaxy. Lithgow and BJ, Intergalactic Interspecies Defenders, this fall on Sci-Fi. That's how you pronounce it, right? And on the nudie watch, this PG family flick has nothing but coal in that stocking. However, if you do want Christmas nudity, I will gladly show you some footage from my copy of Spend Christmas in My Ass. Wait, what do you mean I can't show any porn on this show? Oh, come on, guys. Where's your Christmas spirit? On the enjoyableness continuum scale from Bull to Bruce, Santa Claus the movie manages to barely shove itself down the chimney to leave a nice little gift of 6 out of 10. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be awfully good for awfully goodness' sake. I'm Jesse Schaefer, JoBlo.com, and what a great year of awfully good movies this has been. Thank you out there for all your support, and here's to many more years of awfully goodness to come. Have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and keep watching the skies for the floating John Lithgow.
For free!